Rose's meatloaf is the one on a plate or in a bun. It tastes so rosy good.
You know, I'm really tired of it. I'm tired of how all of the neighborhood kids, they come over after school and they're all asking for donuts. Something sweet and sticky, and they need something that's good and sticks to their ribs. So, I've decided that tonight we're going to have a new invention right here in the kitchen. Oh, this smells so rosy good. Those kids are really gonna love it. This is homemade, made with half and half and sugar. A delicious yeast bread that I've had rising. Look how nice and soft that baby is. Working with yeast bread sounds like good sex. We are going to take bubbles of this bread, roll them in olive oil and Parmesan cheese, and we're going to drop alternating balls of yeast and Rose's meatloaf to make the yummiest high-protein treat these kids will ever have. If you really want your young'uns to get their nutrients, you know how rich onion is.
Onion's for young'uns.
There's nothing that shows the love of a mother more than a little bit of blood for her child.
Do not ever look away while chopping.
Wow, that smells wonderful.
We are going to make little bubbles out of Rose's meatloaf, roll them in olive oil, then roll them in Parmesan cheese, and we're going to stack them in an alternate fashion. And it's going to create in this empty pan, look at it now, because you know what? It's going to be full of Rose's sweet loaf. I'll tell you what, just looking at this checkerboard pattern, it gets me all excited. And now you know what we're going to do? We're going to top it off with the rest of that Parmesan cheese. We are going to bake this for about 50 minutes, checking on it after about 40. Might take a bit longer, but I don't think so.
Are all of those components, the little meatballs and the sweet bread, are they going to morph into one thing, or are they just going to stay little individual soldiers in there?
What happens is those yummy little yeast Parmesan covered little breads pop up, they rise, and they absorb some of that delicious Rose's meatloaf, sweet loaf flavor. So they morph into one, and when we slice it, Leslie, you're going to see that you have a checkerboard pattern of deliciousness.
Oh yeah.
Look at how awesome that sweet loaf looks. Oh, darlings, what a thing of beauty.
But it's a workroom.
Oh my God, I don't know why they don't, but look at that. Bubba Loaf for Bubba. Bubba loves it. A sweet loaf.
Yeah, that's good. Do it like that. And lay it down.
Oh, perfect knife.
Oh. It tastes so rosy good.
Mommy's mixing. Smoking.
And it's a smoking. That's beautiful.
It
is.
And it's piping hot. Oh, the bread is crusty. That is deadly.
We are ready to
That's a really
enjoy
cool.
this.
That's very pretty. It's really quite miraculous that you can cook bread and meat in the same pan and have them both cooked perfectly.
That you could even think of.
That you could even think of that. And number two, you have to always cook it in that loaf pan, because that little crusty border is
Let's take a look at that bottom. Let's show the camera that bottom.
crusty border adds a texture to every bite.
It seals in the
juice. That is the most.
Rose's loaf can do it. Try a piece and chew it. Everybody.